students, let's talk about scoring complete 100 in English. We will begin section wise. Your section A carries 2 unseen passages of 22 marks. So while you attempt these passages, you need to be careful that you need not bother about understanding each and every word of it. Just get a gist of the passage. Try and look at for the key words, what the writer is trying to convey. If there is any controversy, pros, cons, look up for that. And then go through your questions carefully once again before you attempt the answer, so that you are very sure as to you have attempted it correctly. And then the answer must convey that you have understood the passage. We must aspire for complete 22 in your unseen passages. The only problem which I feel the children face is that it gets very time consuming for them, and the reason being is that they do not have sufficient practice beforehand. Moving on to your section B, which carries 18 marks. Now for the section B, the thing that you need to be careful about is that formats, content, expression. You are allotted separate marks for all 3. So that means you need to know all 3 very well. Only when you are very well versed in all these 3 can you aspire for full marks in your section B. Ensure that you use good vocabulary in your article while attempting your report, your letter to the editor. Then for the notice and the invitations, know the content. There are a number of questions which are there on the websites, on the CBSE websites, and then you need to go through the sort questions also, but more important than that is that you need to practice them. Practice them, get them evaluated through your subject teachers, know your faults and rectify those faults so that when you sit for the board exam, you can get complete full marks in your section B. Moving on to your section C. Now your section C carrying 40 marks. Here what I would like to suggest to you is please know your chapters thoroughly. It is very, very important that you know the content of your chapters, know the word meanings, know their synonyms, the antonyms, so that you are able to attempt the analogy questions, the MCQs, your poetry, the poetic devices. Easily you will be able to score complete 40 if you know the content of your chapters properly. Just listening to the audio tracks from your YouTube or just reading the summaries will not help you to score full marks. Again, I am emphasizing, read your chapters thoroughly, know the meanings of those important keywords, and for the analogy question, the synonyms, antonyms need to be attempted properly. Your CBQ, the competency-based questions, have increased by 10%. So that means you again need to be really very, very well versed in your literature portion. Now one suggestion to you is that attempt complete sample papers. Keep a clock in front of you so that you can attempt time management. You will come to know, you'll be able to identify which section is taking more time so that you can improve on that. And then the other thing which I'd like to suggest to you is that now that you're all over with your practicals, if you can, if it is possible, go and look into your pre-board answer sheets. See where you have lost marks and what you can do about that. And again, take the help of your subject teachers. They will be too happy to help you out. So keep them involved, attempt the papers, get them evaluated. After evaluating, again look into where you have gone wrong, so that all that is rectified well before your board exams. And I'm sure when you will be attempting your board exam, it's going to be absolutely flawless. You will attempt an excellent paper and you will get a complete 100. I'm very sure about that. But then again, one more thing, when you're attempting section B, attempt it on a fresh page. There are a number of pages in your answer booklet. So attempt your new answer on a fresh page. Take care of your content and your expression in your literature also, because again their separate marks are for the content and for the expression. So you need to know them properly. Your long answers must not exceed 150 words. You need to stick to the word limits. 7 to 8 words here and there is alright, but don't go beyond that, right? So wish you all the very best, all the best for a complete 100. All the best.